No,
they're not coming home saying
no.
Well, good.
No.
I'm glad to hear that. Anyway, presents for are farmers hard to buy for?
Well, no, it's just if you've got a farmer in your life, male or female, what are the couple of things that might cheer them up, won't break the bank, something a bit different. So, I mean, what's the one thing that every farmer...
Land on higher ground probably might be one thing.
Given the CSO statistics that farm incomes are going to be down 30% this year, kind of a good income would be something that would be useful. But every farmer in the country needs good socks.
Right, yes.
Really good socks. There's no point in going out and buying your 3 packs for €7. You put them on in a pair of wellies and you end up with no heels in them or no toes in them. I mean, these thermal socks that, you buy, they're going to be worn every single day. It's not like putting them on once in a month when you go doing a bit of walking around the place.
Right. Not the same pair every day, I hope.
Yeah, but good thermal socks that will last. It's worth buying them. Also, good wellies.
Yes.
Really good wellies. Now, wellies have come on. There is no doubt about it.
Wellies can be expensive now.
Wellies can be very expensive, but a real good pair. Now, if you've had to walk around a yard all day in freezing conditions with cold feet, you would appreciate a good pair of wellies. And you can now get them with neoprene. It's the stuff that's in the diving suits. Or if you're out kind of, windsurfing off the Donegal coast this weekend, the stuff that's inside that dive gear or that gear that the wetsuits you'd be wearing. You can now get wellies with that sort of gear inside it. So really hot, warm, comfortable wellies, and you can do your work so much better when you've warm, dry feet.
There's nothing worse than squelching.
No,
and you're going to be squelching for the day.
Yeah, but farmers have a real problem with getting arthritis in their toes and arthritis in their feet because they're always working in this country, they're always working in wet conditions. So they're two great gifts, and the prices you can start with like €10 for a good pair of socks, thermal socks, up to €140 for those, or €135 for the Hunter wellies.
135. Maybe the Rolls Royce.
That's
wellies
the
now.
Rolls Royce. So depending on your pocket, you can look at that. The other thing is, what else does a farmer need? They need the mobile.
Sorry, just stick with wellies for a second. Should wellies ever be lined?
They can
have a bit of fur inside a wellie, or would that wreck them?
No, but it's this good lining now that you get inside the suits, because you don't want to be having, if you're wearing thick socks and you've got lining inside in wellies, Jeannie, if you're a size 8, you probably need a size 11 wellie.
Sure, yes.
So you don't need all of that, you don't need to be kind of going around with waders on as wellies either. So you just need good, efficient wellies that are warm, and people need to take care of their feet because they're on their feet most of the day, and having that
arthritis
bit of comfort,
in the toes actually sounds
terrible.
Well, arthritis anywhere is bad.
Yeah, but the number of farmers that have to give up, say, milking cows because they're down in the pit of a milking parlour, the ground is wet, they're in wet conditions all the time, and they end up maybe in their early 50s with very, very bad arthritis, and they can't go do that kind of work anymore. So that's an issue.
Yeah.
All right, mobile phones. You can't have your fancy mobile phones if you're a farmer, because as soon as if you're dosing the cattle or you're doing something with the tractor, it'll fall out of your pocket and straight into a puddle, or it'll be rained with dust. Now, there's a Nokia phone, a Nokia 3720, and it's supposed to be dust-proof, shock-proof, and waterproof. So think about, maybe if you're thinking about mobile phones for dad or for the brother or whatever, or mum, and they're out in the yard a lot, a good waterproof, shockproof, dustproof
a phone that bounces if you drop it. That's what
that
you
ain't
want,
going
really.
to just fall into smithereens, because these phones will be dropped. And also because so many people now are working by themselves, they're working alone. The security of having a mobile phone on them, if anything happens, if there's an accident,
Absolutely.
or if they need help, or that they, at least somebody knows where they are, and and that's the actual situation on so many farms now. People are working alone, and that mobile phone is their link to help or to talk to someone.
That's a very Dermot and Avenue, she says on the subject of socks, commando socks. You can get them in Cookstown dairies in RD. I've shocking warm feet with them on, says Dermot.
There you go.
So
you
there
see,
you go.
That's it. Socks.
That's clever.
Socks.
Telling them in the actual
something
dairy.
Like, you'd be thinking, socks again. Yeah, but good socks, not things that they get the heels out in a matter of a week. A couple of apple trees. Every farm should have a few apple trees.
Right.
Absolutely believe in it. You can get apple trees for like €20, even less, in your local store. If you want to get one of the rare breeds ones, you can get those as well from the Seed Savers people. But just even 2 apple trees, it's a lovely present. A nice big bow on the apple tree, land it in. They can sow it there now in the next, the day after Christmas, Stephen's Day, and you've got the start of something that'll be on the farm 100 years from now.
Yes, and give you, hopefully, a supply of apples.
And you're talking about €20-25 a year for something like that. And I mean, that's not just like a CD or coming in with a book or whatever. It's something that'll grow, that will provide years and years of enjoyment. So think of that. Other potential things that you could look at is a good massage. You know, the income situation is rough on farmers at the minute. And maybe, offering a nice Indian head massage or a good facial. Farmers are out in the open air, and this applies equally to men and women. And not enough of men get a facial. And the skin isn't in good condition after a harsh couple of months out there. And again, it's something, a bit of pamper time.
Isn't it?
Book them a facial.
Isn't it mad
Book
now?
them a massage.
It's mad you're even saying that. Not mad, but
yeah.
you know that ad that's on? I think it's for bread, but you know the one the two fellas are building the wall in Connemara.
Right.
I know I can't do that tonight. I have me Pilates. You know, that's how times have changed.
Times have changed.
I tell you, is that the Farmers Journal didn't used to recommend massages for farmers.
No, but just maybe to kind of take the stress out of the shoulders and get a nice facial to get kind of the harsh skin look, put it away for a while. Something like that. Just a bit of me time, a bit of